All right, welcome back everyone to today's water fluoridation investigation. So I have a big update for you. The bill that's going to ban artificial fluoride in the state of Virginia is progressing, okay? It has made its way to the Public Health Committee, okay? For those of you who may be joining us for the first time, we've been investigating fluoride for a little bit more than a year. And this is a problem, okay? To put it simply. So in the state of Virginia, we have a law that requires pure water. And for some time now, localities have been allowed to go out of their way and purchase a dangerous chemical contaminant called hydrofluorosilicic acid, okay? Or sodium fluoride. This is artificial fluoride. It has a pH of 1.2, which means if you were to spill it on the concrete, it would eat away at the concrete. This stuff is very dangerous and it damages your brain, your thyroid, your bones, your enzymes, your DNA, causes dental fluorosis, a whole host of issues, okay? So we've been working very hard into investigating how this stuff made its way into our water, what are the claims that it promotes health, what are the adverse health effects, everything, okay? And after doing a deep dive into this chemical, we have determined that this is not something that we want in our drinking water. We do not want the government using the local municipalities to deliver medication to the public, okay? So, to put it simply, in Virginia, we have a law that requires pure water. So imagine you have a glass of just plain water, okay? Now, the various localities such as Henrico County and Richmond, the City of Richmond, they've been allowed to purchase artificial fluoride called hydrofluorosilicic acid. This is a chemical contaminant. So they are going out of their way to take our tax money, purchase a chemical contaminant, and deliberately put this stuff in our drinking water. Now, this chemical contaminant is being used as a type of medication. People don't like when you call it a medication or a drug, but that is exactly what it is, and the FDA confirms this. Anytime you put anything into somebody's water for the prevention of a disease, the application of that is a medication. You are, in fact, medicating them. And when you use the municipal drinking water to deliver medicine to a bunch of people, you are actually coercing them, which is a violation of bodily autonomy. And it's a violation of our rights to determine what we want to ingest. Okay, so to put it simply, in the case of Henrico and Richmond, let's just show you this. In the case of Henrico and Richmond, there is no naturally occurring fluoride in the James River. So Henrico County and the City of Richmond, they go out of their way to purchase this dangerous chemical contaminant and put it in the water for you to drink, okay? This is a big problem. I don't believe that the government should be doing this. I believe that it goes against the Virginia state law, which requires pure water. So, as I mentioned before, it's very exciting that we have a legislator that was willing to be a patron for the amended bill regarding pure water. And now it has gotten kicked over to the health committee. And I thought we should take a look to see who is in the health committee and what are their ideas, what do they believe, and we can go from there. So this is going to be a short clip. It's It's only a few days old because they're in the legislature now, and they're going to go one by one and describe what they think promotes health. Okay. I think it's really important that we get to know our lawmakers. We need to have a relationship with them. They rely on us to communicate the information to them. It's impossible for them to know everything. It's just very unrealistic. So it's our job as constituents to work with them and build them up and tell them what we want and provide them the ethics and the science behind it. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Okay, here we go.
People, we've got a quorum. I think we'll get a few more people coming in. But no, first and foremost, I really want to thank everyone for being here. I'm just, we are so blessed to have such an impressive committee. A lot of returning folks and a few new folks. And again, I just really appreciate everyone diving into what's arguably going to be one of the most important years ever for healthcare. The challenges we are facing in terms of cuts coming from the federal government. We had challenges before that in terms of affordability.
So let's stop it there just for a moment. It talks about there's going to be a lot of cuts. Many of you may not know that the federal government actually gives millions of dollars to the state health departments, such as Virginia Department of Health. And Virginia Department of Health then gives out grant money to a variety of localities to deliberately contaminate our drinking water. It costs a lot of money to replace the equipment that's damaged by the fluoride. The fluoride has a pH of about 1.2, so it's very corrosive. This will be exciting as an incentive to stop medicating the public against their will, right? You can save a lot of money when you don't deliberately contaminate the drinking water.
For healthcare, access to healthcare, and those things have only gotten worse with what's happened. So we're going to have a full plate with this the committee, but this is a great group, and we're going to have an excellent set of subcommittees to go along with that. With more to come on that later. But I thought what we'd start do, because we do have a few new faces here, and obviously a lot of familiar faces. But I think we'll just go down the dais here and introduce ourselves. So I think everyone knows me as Rodney Willett from 58th District in Henrico.
I'll just stop it there for a moment. So Mr. Willett is my representative, and I have to say he's been a great guy to me. Anytime I've had questions or had concerns, or there was something that was being pushed through that I was dissatisfied with, he was very receptive, and the things that I was for, he was also very receptive. So, so far, I don't have any gripes about him. These folks are there to represent us. And so he did a very good job of, like I said, listening to my concerns regarding a variety of issues. And him and his office have also been receptive to my issue regarding water fluoridation. So these people care about us, okay? So just to, have that little bit. So I'm very excited that he's the chair and that he's my representative. So I'm very proud to have him.
I have my vice chair, Kathy Tran, to my right. And if we haven't had a mind meld already, you got to have an icebreaker. This is the first meeting. Got to let people work into this. And Kathy and I, Chair Tran and I, had the exact same thought, which is kind of scary. But we thought each member should tell you where you're from and then say one healthy thing that you think we all should do. One healthy thing we all should do. This is the health committee. So I'm going to start off and say I am a runner. I don't expect everybody to run, but move as much as you can. Movement is key. Even if it's getting from one building to the next, if you can move at least a little bit during the day, that's going to make you healthier. So, Vice Chair Tran.
Good morning. My All right, we'll start over. Good morning, I'm Kathy Tran. I represent the 18th House District, which is parts of Southeast Fairfax County. I am thrilled to be on this committee again and to be working with our new chair, Delegate Willett. I think it's going to be a really great session as we continue to expand affordable health care for all Virginians. I have my own personal water challenge this session, and I'm trying to drink as much water as possible and stay hydrated.
Okay, folks, so if you can't tell, this is why I wanted you all to be aware of who's representing us. So this is about as far as I've gotten. I don't know what the responses are for anybody else, so we're going to watch it together. But Miss Tran, Delegate Tran, she's the chair. She cares about water. This is a big win. So we need to be emailing her and letting her know what is going on with our water, letting her know that we do not want the localities to deliberately contaminate our water with hydrofluorosilicic acid, that this is a contaminant. It is a neurotoxin that's dangerous for the brain. It's dangerous to the thyroid, okay? So make sure that you email these folks on the health committee, and particularly email Miss Tran and say, I hear you care about water to promote health. Did you know that there's fluoride that's being deliberately added into the water, and that this is not healthy? This is not promoting health, that it's damaging the thyroid, and that it's a neurotoxin. Okay, guys, so this is why it's important to get to know our representatives. They are here to represent us. So let's continue, okay? I can't wait to hear what everyone else has to say. Look at Willett over there. He's so excited.
Good morning. I'm Delegate Sia Price. I represent the 85th District, which is parts of Newport News, and I would like for you all to stop asking to hug me. This building is disgusting. Thank you.
Okay, that's a little bit odd. These people, I don't know how they get on the health committee. I don't know if it's just where they draw a number out of a hat. I suppose that's how she feels that promotes health, is no more hugs, which, okay. So again, it's important to know, because perhaps you might go and meet this individual. She doesn't want you to touch her. So believe it or not, stuff like this actually matters, getting to know who our representatives are.
Good morning. Am I on? Yes. Good morning. I'm Cliff Hayes. I represent the 91st District, which is the northern part of Chesapeake and a portion of Suffolk. And my recommendation to all is that we drink more water.
Look at that. Okay, so we have two people to drink more water. So again, email Mr. Hayes and tell him, yes, you care about water too, okay? This is very important that we know who to reach out to, email, call them. This is happening right now, okay? This is in the committee now, so don't wait. Do it today, okay? So we have two people. Look at that. All right, fantastic. I don't know anything about him beyond this, but this is all we need to know, okay?
Good morning. I'm Charnel Herring. I am the 4th House District, which is West Alexandria City and parts of Fairfax County, the Bailey's Crossroads area. And my healthy suggestion is yoga. It's good for handling grief. It's good for handling stress here. And I wish everyone would learn the art of yoga.
Good morning. I am Joshua Cole, representing Virginia's 65th House District, the City of Fredericksburg, Stafford County, and Spotsylvania County. And my healthy suggestion is be like me and walk everywhere. I'm not going to tell you to take the steps, but walk everywhere.
So maybe one way to reach out to him is say, yeah, and when we walk, we drink a lot of water, which means that you're being exposed to a lot more fluoride, because the more water you're ingesting, the more fluoride that you're ingesting. And if he cares about health, he should care, that fluoride is harmful to the body and that you don't want to be medicated by the government. The government should not be coercing us into consuming medication to the public drinking water. Okay, so fantastic. Let's continue.
Good morning. I'm Deborah Gardner, and I represent the 76th District, which is parts of Chesterfield. And my healthy tip is to just breathe.
Good morning. JJ Singh, 26th District, Loudoun County. My suggestion is to listen to everybody else up here because I have nothing to offer. Thank you.
Okay, I guess this kind of goes to what I'm saying, that perhaps that they just draw numbers out of a hat, and this gentleman wound up getting thrown on the health committee, and he's not familiar in what to do to promote health, and so he's kind of taken a back seat, if you will, which means that when you email him, you can say, yes, I understand you may not know X, Y, and Z. So you as a representative, you can educate him, okay? You can provide him the information and he will be receptive to you, okay? So let's keep on. This is fun.
Laura Jane Cohen, representing HD 15, and my tip would be that you can replace water with Diet Coke and still keep going. So,
okay, I don't even know what I have to say about that. I suppose my response would be, are you replacing water with Diet Coke because you don't want to ingest the fluoride in the drinking water? Is that why you're doing that, ma'am? So these folks, they just get thrown on the committee. Many of my friends would be very disturbed by this. But use it to your advantage. These folks, they're our representatives. They are not experts in everything, okay? So we need to provide them the information. We need to tell them how they can represent us. They are our representatives. They are not experts in health, okay? They're our representatives, okay? So let's continue. Say, hey, you might want to drink, maybe if there was no fluoride in the drinking water, then you'd be willing to drink less soda and more water. So, or maybe one of the reasons why she doesn't, a lot of people I know prefer drinking Coca-Cola over water because the water tastes funny, right? It's because it's contaminated with a lot of chemicals. So people do the best they can in cleaning it up, but water, it needs to be cleaned up, okay? It's important. So anyway, let me continue. Let's go on. Let's see what else. This is very interesting to get to know our representatives.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Mark Downey, a pediatrician for the last 25 years from HD 69 in York County. I'm not a runner. I'm a swimmer, so it's kind of a win-win. You get to swim and get in water at the same time.
Good morning. I'm Mitchell Cornett, the 46th District, Olive Grayson, Smith, and Wythe counties, and a portion of Pulaski County in Southwest Virginia. And I recommend visiting Southwest Virginia and taking advantage of some of the outdoor opportunities that we have.
My name is Tim Griffin. I'm House District 53 from Bedford, and I'm honored to be here. I found the chairman, easy to work with in the past. So I always eat garlic, turmeric, elderberry, vitamin C. So make sure you're eating all that stuff always.
Okay, he sounds like a really good guy to send information to. Anyone who knows about elderberry and vitamin C and turmeric, this guy is our guy, okay? It would be fantastic to have a conversation with him. He seems to actually be well equipped to be sitting on this health committee. So this is fantastic. You want to reach out to him. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Yes, email him.
Session. Thank you.
I'm Delegate Waxman. I'm a pharmacist, so I certainly enjoy this committee. Must apologize. My voice has been cracking the last couple of days. I represent Sussex, Greensville, Southampton, City of Emporia, Brunswick County, portions of Dinwiddie, and also Isle of Wight, definitely a medically underserved area. My recommendation is to read your labels. And I'd also like to say that I'm glad there's a doctor in the house again.
Okay, now I love this guy. He's a pharmacist. He says, read your labels. Well, how in Henrico County, when they're secretly putting this drug in our water supply, okay, fluoride is a drug, how are we supposed to know that it's in there? What label are we to read? Okay, they're hiding it. They're doing this to us in secret. So this guy, again, and any email that you can send to the entire group or individually, you want to know about them. So you can say, hi, I loved your introduction. I think it's important to read labels too. I think it's important to choose what we ingest. And did you know that this is what's being done, that it's not being transparent? How are we to read our labels? This is fantastic.
Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Delegate Philip Scott, represent the 63rd District, Spotsylvania, and Orange, parts of each county. Something that I do that's healthy is I watch what I eat. I watch everything that goes in my mouth, and I enjoy it thoroughly. But on a serious note, no, I do take supplements. I like to use essential oils to help my body deal with whatever else may be happening.
Delegate Mike Cherry, I represent the 74th House District, which comprises all of the city of Colonial Heights and the lower tier of Chesterfield County. I love to mountain bike, but I think the healthiest thing that I try to engage in as often as possible is the intersection of sport, health, and bourbon, which is golf.
I'm Wendell Walker, 52nd District. I'm not a bourbon drinker, but it's nice to drink clean Richmond water. I thanked the mayor the other day.
All right, so if you're just joining us, what he's likely referencing is how there was a big water crisis that happened when they were in the legislature last year at this time, to the point where I believe they had to stop what they were doing because we didn't have any water. There was no water. Okay, this was a major crisis. Well, so he says he's happy to be drinking the City of Richmond water. Well, sir, you would be a good individual to inform that in April of last year, April of 2025, more than a month's worth of fluoride went into the drinking water in one day, okay? So you should know that there are still big problems. The City of Richmond is using a month tank instead of a day tank. So you could be exposed to an accidental fluoride overflow of this magnitude. To put this in perspective, when I ran the numbers, if you understand how many million gallons per day is produced, and you understand how much hydrofluorosilicic acid, fluoride, went into the drinking water, you can just plug and play. It's just simple algebra. And instead of being at 0.7 parts per million, when I ran the numbers, it could have been easily over 100 parts per million. So this gentleman really should, I need to email him tonight and let him know that we're not done, and perhaps he would be interested in banning the use of artificial fluoride. The Virginia law says pure water, we should never go out of our way to purchase a chemical contaminant and use the local public drinking water to deliver medication to the public, okay? So, okay, we have three people talking about, water. This is fantastic.
So I guess my advice at this stage of my life is keep moving, don't stop.
Good morning, Keith Hodges from the 68th District. Pardon my voice, but 68th District is Virginia's Middle Peninsula. I am a practicing pharmacist, have been on this committee since 2012. And although as a pharmacist, we talk about our medications, we often refer folks to Dr. Daniel. That's Dr. Jack Daniel, but depends on the patient. But anyway, as far as staying healthy, take your medications properly. Non-adherence contributes to 30 to 60% of hospital admissions a year. And poor adherence, is a major factor in that. So talk to your pharmacist and take your medications properly.
Good morning, Sam Rasool from Roanoke, and being from the Star City and also being Arab American, we are big huggers. So any of the hugs you're not giving to Sia, you could bring them down to me, I guess.
I have to wonder if he was the one that hugged that woman and she's like, don't hug me. All right. So if you're going to go there, give them a good, half shoulder type of a deal, That's funny.
Good morning. I'm Mark Sickles from the 17th District until 11:59 Friday night. Been 22 years since I've been on this committee, but I want to tell everybody, brag a little bit. I got 9,200 steps yesterday. For me, that's a lot. And my advice is, no matter what the weather is, take the tunnel because you can get a lot of steps in.
Thank you. Well, that was exceptionally enlightening and helpful. I think we learned a lot. No, I appreciate that. And also, we have an ACE staff here, so I'd love...
Okay, so there we have it, short and sweet. I will leave a link below, and apparently one of the guys is not going to be our representative after just a short amount of time, so I'm not sure who's going to replace him. But there we have it. I will provide their emails below and tell them you're really happy to get to know who your representatives are and that you do not want fluoride in the public drinking water, and to support the amended bill on pure water. And I will leave a link below with that information and provide you something that you can share at the end of this video. So yes, thank you to the viewer who encouraged me to watch this introduction. I have a hard time watching some of this stuff because it's not the most exciting thing in the world, obviously, but boy, does it matter. Boy, does it matter knowing, the personality of those who are represented us. And now we know that, I know three people in particular said that they care about clean water, and Mr. Willett, Delegate Willett, also did say that he cares about this and would like to stop adding fluoride to the public drinking water. So this is fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. And make sure that you share this video with everyone. Again, this is going to be wrapping up. it could be over in a week, as far as I know. This stuff moves in a unpredictable fashion. So it could be in a week, it could be 2 weeks. So just don't wait. Make sure that you share this video. Try to share this video with at least 3 people and let them know to contact not only the folks that sit on this committee, health committee, but email your representative. And I'll leave a link below to show you how to find your representative. You just put in your zip code and it'll pop up on who your representatives are. And you can call and email that individual. So yeah, share this video with other folks that you know. Make sure to, of course, give us a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, and leave a comment below that says health, okay? Yeah, leave a comment below that says health. So that's all we have for today's public health notice, and we're very close, people. We're very close. So don't fall asleep now. Keep up the energy. Send out those emails. We've got this, okay? Please don't think that somebody else is going to email. That is one thing that I commonly see is you're tired. You feel like it's such a drag. Even if you used ChatGPT or AI to say, no more fluoride in the drinking water, and just copy and paste that, as long as you're communicating that you do not want fluoride in the drinking water, that is all it takes, okay? So don't get dragged down. We're in the home stretch. I can taste it. I think we can do it this time. These guys, they want to represent us. They care, okay? So let's just give them a reason to care about us. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye.